You cannot dodge this transfer roundup show. It's like Woody's roundup gang in Yilmaz. You could be involved in a tasty swap deal, son, as Verona want the Turk.
One left back in, one left back out. Shake it all about.
Shake it all about. And like Rod Stewart's song, Young Turks run free tonight. Hopefully he's away. Yilmaz has been good recently, right? But he's too injury prone for me. I think it's a good deal to swap Yilmaz for Doig. But here, that's not what's on the table right now. What's on the table is a 5.5 million bid from Rangers for Josh Doig, potentially. But if Verona want Yilmaz and Rangers want Doig, compromise, my friend, and meet in the middle. Swap deal. Who's worth more in your eyes, Doig or Yilmaz?
Well, obviously Doig. Doig has actually moved to Verona and played well, and his stock has went up. Yilmaz has went to Rangers, played second fiddle to Barisic, and been injured the majority of the time. So to even ask that question is retarded.
Aye, Verona's a diddy club though. You got to bear that in mind. I mean, Yilmaz is playing for the Glasgow Rangers. Came in for a big fee. Well, wait, do you think Rangers are seriously going to offer a couple of million and Yilmaz for Josh Doig?
That's what yes, if Josh Doig is valued at 5.5 million, I don't think Yilmaz is valued at that.
I don't think Yilmaz is valued at that, but I mean, let's put it this way, Rangers are not going to offer Yilmaz in like 3 million. It's not a chance is that going to happen. I mean, what the question is, what is Yilmaz worth? How much has his value went down since Rangers brought him in? Look at it. I mean, they brought him in for what, 5 million? 4.5? You try to tell me he's worth much less than that now? I'd say it's around the same. Besiktas want him. Also, let's talk about Besiktas for a wee second. Gio recently announced as the manager of Besiktas. Could he do Rangers a favour and take Yilmaz back to Turkey? Could he?
Would it be doing Rangers a favour if he's playing good?
I think so, yeah. He's injury prone. 2 games for me doesn't do anything. I need consistency, right? There's too many Rangers players that can just get through off all the odd game they play that's quite good. No, I mean, look at Dessers. It's moments. That pass today, the goal against Betis, Yilmaz has shown moments here. I thought he was one of our best players against Celtic, and I thought today, against Kelly, or yesterday, whatever day, this is getting up.
Hey, this is a roundup show, man. Fucking transfers. Nobody gives a fuck about Dessers. Doig, will he end up at Rangers? Will he be a Rangers player come the end of January? That's what people want to know.
No, and if Rangers decide to spend 5-6 million on a left back they don't need, compared to up the front of the pitch, the recruitment.
Well, you say that, but then you did say that Yilmaz is injury prone and Barisic's contract is up come the end of the season. So maybe
what do Rangers need right now?
Maybe Clement doesn't rate Barisic. Maybe he's not interested in offering.
Dessers? I'm not allowed to talk about Dessers.
Well, no, but Dessers has signed a multi-year contract. Barisic is gone come the end of the summer potentially. If
why not offer Barisic and a couple of million for Doig? Verona can get Barisic 6 months early. Again, I know he's 30 odd.
Maybe Barisic doesn't want to go to Verona.
Well, maybe Yilmaz doesn't want to go. It's all if buts, maybes. But Rangers are not paying. If Rangers pay 5.5 million for Josh Doig, I don't know. I'll get a Celtic tattoo. There you go.
Speaking of Celtic, they're looking to bolster their attack with former Ajax and Bayern Munich striker Nicholas Kuhn. The Sun Sport understands that the Hoops have been tracking the 24-year-old German this season. Celtic boss Brendan Rodgers is keen to bolster his attacking options in the upcoming weeks. And it looks like Kuhn is on the Celtic radar. He currently plays for Rapid Vienna, and they paid £500,000 for him 18 months ago. However, it's expected that they will want at least 4 times that. So we're looking at probably £2 million minimum if this deal is to go through. Kuhn plays as both a winger, but can also play up front in a striker role, which is something I think would suit Celtic because they kind of need to add depth in both of those areas. Just isn't really Kyogo level. Kyogo hasn't been at his best this season. And then you look at the wide positions, and they've got the likes of Yang, James Forrest and Mikey Johnston, 3 players that just don't look like they are cut for the Celtic cloth this season. But speaking of this season, Kuhn has scored 3 goals and he has 7 assists in 22 appearances for Rapid Vienna and has emerged as a key man for his club. He's been capped at every youth level by Germany. but he hasn't been capped for the main team yet. He's only played B team games. So, yeah, what do you think? Is this a move that Celtic could make happen? Is this a move that would interest Celtic fans? Would this get the blood pumping, so to speak?
Well, I don't support a club that's got money, so what would I know about big money transfers? But this doesn't exactly blow me away. I mean, you know, the war chest that Celtic's got, and here they are outside in a winger that potentially could be 2 million. Now here, price tag ain't everything. He could come in, he could be really good in the Scottish leagues, but I don't know. I mean, you think of the summer and they were linked with, what's his name, Pedro Neto, was it? Or, no, Daniel Podence, sorry, from Wolves. Like, you know, a 12, 15 million pound move. That's a war chest move, isn't it? This is like one of those toy chest moves. You know?
Scraping the bank.
No, but this is
busting the piggy bank.
Does this signing sound like, oh, that could be the signing that gets Celtic over the line?
This is going to put the nail in the Rangers title challenge coffin.
You're obviously biased, right? But like Rangers signing Fabio Silva, even though I think he's a dud, and I personally didn't want him. I mean, he is a wonder kid, 45 million price tag. He sounds a bit exciting. This guy doesn't. You know, go ahead, Celtic, waste 2 million. For me, it would be a waste. I don't see nothing in him, to be honest. I'm not going to pretend he's bad, but I'm not going to pretend he's good. I just don't see it. I
think it's Celtic get this guy. He's going to be nothing more than a decent player. You don't feel like he's going to come to Scotland and be a superstar. Just doesn't appear to be that way. But speaking of coming to Scotland and being a superstar, St Johnstone have announced the signing of Swedish striker Benjamin Kimpioka from AIK on an 18-month contract. The 23-year-old previously spent time at Sunderland. He's a Swedish under-21 international. Obviously, he was when he was under-21. He's not anymore because he's 23. And he was also speculated to be going to Arsenal a while ago for £5 million. So, St Johnstone here have pulled off a pretty good signing, you would think, considering this guy was on the radar of the Gunners and they were reportedly willing to pay up to £5 million. So, looks like St Johnstone have bolstered their attack. We'll have to wait and see how he does.
From Mikel Arteta to Craig Levein.
Yeah, it's a bit of a downgrade there, I think. But it'll be interesting to see how he gets on at St Johnstone. I think St Johnstone probably did need a little bit of firepower, especially with Nicky Clark always being injured and Stevie May's past his best. I just think that St Johnstone could do better with their attacking options, and this might be the case here with Kimpioka. Hibs' Nick Montgomery has come out and says that he has got a tight budget, but regardless, he wants to bring in at least 4 signings in this January transfer window. He says that the money isn't really there. He's not going to be able to spend big, but he does want to get the numbers through the door. And I think we've seen that the numbers are needed in at Hibs. They are struggling after an initial good start. Nick Montgomery, it has begun to die off a little bit, and the Hibs' results have not been good. I think that they still need players, quality players in multiple positions, and it'll be interesting to see if they can accomplish that in this January transfer window.
Yeah, Hibs need something. I just look at them and it just seems like a team lacking anything. You got Eliuhan and Boyle. It seems like they're the only 2 outlets they've got. But they did get that investment for the American guy that owns Bournemouth. They got 6 million, I believe, or it's set to be complete. So could they not spend some of that? I mean, 6 million into a Scottish Premiership team would be a decent amount. I'm not saying that's 6 million's transfer budget, but here, could they not get some wee deals across the line, Hibs? But they need something. Hibs will be aiming for top 6. I don't think they'll get top 6 personally. I don't think they're good enough. They've lost Nisbet, and are they ever going to really replace his goals? Probably not. For me, doesn't matter if they make 4 or 0. Hibs, bottom 6 for me.
And that's it for the transfer roundup. Some minor transfers have been completed, but we're still waiting on the big boys coming out and making some official bids. Just rumours so far, but you can guarantee you when there is official news, when there is official transfers, you'll hear it all here first on Fog Football. We'll catch you tomorrow, but until then, until next time, peace.